Oh, we are live! How are we, lads? Come on, the footy! The footy spot! Guys, subscribe to the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! The Cowboys win it! Woo! To the YouTube channel, I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Saturday football review for round 19 of the 2022 NRL season. How are we, lads? What a super Saturday that we just saw. I'm joined by Pro Enzo Vids. Lorenzo, how are you, bro?
Yeah, it could be a little bit better, but I'm going all right. And how about yourself?
Mate, what a super Saturday. I won a fuckload of money today. I'm in a great mood. My friend. Great mood.
I saw you win all that money. It's great.
Mate, we saw 3 games of football today. We saw the Raiders come back from 14-0 down to beat the Raiders, 26-14 in Canberra. We saw the Panthers beat the Sharks in an absolute classic game out at Penrith, 20 points to 10. And we just saw the Rabbitohs outclass the Melbourne Storm down there at ANZ Stadium, 24 points to 12. Mate, what a super Saturday it was.
Yeah, I thought it was a good Super Saturday, actually. I think all the games were pretty much quality. And, I enjoyed all of them from watching all of them today.
Mate, what a super Saturday it was. And bugger me, look at the live chat. We've got 28 people in the live chat as we speak. We've got a great crowd for the Saturday football review. Hello to Faraz. Hello, Yeet Boy. Hello to Julian. Hello to Jason Reader, SS Storm fan. Luke Melbourne Storm fan. Fev Bone is here. Bosky. Bugger me, the chat's going nuts at the moment. We got Creed 23, Jail Fuzzy. We got the great Sam Revel in the live chat. We've got Electrical Dust. Harry is here. Ark. I can't even keep up with the live chat. It's going mental. Polished Channel is here. Bugger me. Someone just said Dragons top 8. Hello to Jack. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Nighthawk Gaming. Before we get into anything, mate, we've got to go to the live chat. We've got a super chat already. They're starting fast tonight. And it's good to see the super chat's going off. And we're going to start off with Julian. $5 super chat. First things first, Julian. Thank you very much for the $5 super chat. He says, sup, Nick? Up the Broncos. We're now in the top 4 thanks to Souths. If Bronx beat Tigers next week and Sharks lose to Souths, Broncos will move to 3rd. That is absolutely correct. And I want to start by saying next Saturday night at 5:30, Sharks, Rabbitohs. What a fucking game that's going to be. Sorry for the language, but I'm so excited for it already. That's going to be the game of the round next week. Can't wait for that. Lorenzo, what a game that'll be next weekend.
That's going to be massive. I can't wait for that one, that points bit.
Game of the round by far, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Can't wait. Julian, thank you for the $5 super chat. I really, really appreciate it, my friend. And last night, I just want to give a big thank you to everyone for last night. Last night, I did the Friday Night Football review. I don't ask for donations. They're just there in case you want to do it. Now, I think last night I gained about $150 via Super Chat. It was crazy. We had that previous donate $50. We had Jesse donate about bloody $85 in total. We had my cousin donated about $8. We had it was chaos. Julian donated some money as well. Last night was crazy. And we've already started off with the $5 super chat. So, Julian, thank you. And you don't have to donate, but I will say it. If you want to donate to the channel, feel free to do so. The PayPal link is in the description below. Super chat is also active as well. Before we get into the review of all 3 games, if you're new, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel around you if you're new as well. Share it around to your friends, your cousins, your sister. This is the #1 post-game show review channel for all NRL games. So make sure you check out the channel and subscribe. It means a lot. Pro Enzo Vids, mate. We're going to go back to the very first game, which was the 3 p.m. game out there at GIO Stadium. Raiders 26, Warriors 14. What'd you make of that game? Warriors had 14-0 and they fell asleep.
Well, mate, they started really fast. I thought they got to the right start, had all the momentum early, but, I just think that with the Warriors, they can't be consistent. I mean, Canberra aren't a consistent side either, but the Warriors, to me, when they do something good, it's very quick they do something bad. And, when they kept making errors and kept losing their momentum when they had the ball close to the line, it's just that invited Canberra back in the game. And I really thought that this was a good game. Warriors had no right to lose that, but because of stupid errors and just not playing for the full 80 minutes, Canberra took advantage of that and got the win. So it was a good game.
Mate, I've got to say, the poor old Warriors supporters, I feel so sorry for them. I really do. I think the Warriors fans deserve so much better than the shit that they have to deal with every week. Obviously, they are inconsistent. They don't know what the word consistent means because when they think they're consistent, they always seem to muck it up. Now, Pro Enzo, going into this game, I thought Canberra were going to absolutely blow the Warriors off the park, but the Warriors got up to a great start, mate, through Jack Murphy. He scored the first try. I mean, Jack Murphy, the bloke's improving, isn't he?
Yeah, well, from what I've seen the last couple of weeks of Jack Murphy, I think he's really improving as a player, like you said. And, I've heard some rumours that the Warriors might let him go, but hopefully not after his performance in the past couple of weeks.
They would be mad to let him go now. I'll tell you something funny. Jack Murphy used to play for Canberra. Yeah. And I looked at the team list before kickoff, and I was chucking on a few bets and shit, and I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking to myself, Jack Murphy used to play for Canberra. He's starting right edge back row. Why not put a couple of bucks on him for first try scorer?
That's smart.
I went on the sports bet. I chucked a cheeky $5 on him. Won me about $150. So I won some money off Jack Murphy first try scorer, which was just so nice to see. Beautiful to see. But yeah, really good start from the Warriors. Sean Johnson gave him a short ball. He went to ground. Jack White fell off the tackle. He got back up and reached out and scored. I mean, it was a great try.
Yeah, it was. There's a right try to get off to a good start.
Warriors go to a 6-0 lead early on. Really good start for New Zealand, mate. And then not long after that, probably about 5 minutes later, I think it was, in the 7th minute, Dejan Assi, the former Cowboys player there, he put on a dummy and just went through the line and scored. I mean, Assi, he is a confident sort of player, but it was good to see him take on the line there and go through and score, wasn't it?
Yeah, he backed himself, which I like, actually. I think it's always good to see a young player like him back himself for a try like that, and he did that. And he had a good game despite losing, I thought, Dejan Assi.
No, he did. Warriors 12-0. Really good start for the Warriors. I thought Canberra in the first half, bro. I thought they were overplaying their hand too much. I thought they were a little bit impatient. They just kept going left all game, and in that first half, they just kept overdoing things. White made a couple of dumb passes, dumb errors. Some of his kicks weren't at his best. I thought early on Canberra were quite poor, bro. Early on,
definitely. I mean, Xavier Savage was having a rough game under the high ball, I thought, at stages. They were just getting rolled for the middle, I thought, and they were struggling with discipline, and Warriors were looking really good. Yeah,
definitely. And then, like we said, Canberra just kept overplaying their hand for a while there, and we'll get to the 27th minute there, and Sean Johnson took the 2 points from 40 metres out. I think there was a hand in the ruck there from Jack Whiten or Hudson Young. I think it was Jack Whiten from what I remember. Johnson takes the penalty goal from 40 metres out. Warriors 14-0. What a start.
Yeah, it was a great start. I mean, I was surprised at first, but I thought if Warriors can keep this up, they can go a long way.
Well, the Warriors came to New Zealand. They wanted the ambush. They got off to a great start, 14-0. But in saying that, 14-0 probably isn't going to be enough, especially down there in Canberra.
No way. Not a chance.
We get to halftime and Warriors 14-0. And, mate, at halftime I thought, okay, Warriors are in front 14-0. Canberra have been a bit, they've been rushed. They haven't really took any composure. They've just been overthinking. At halftime, did you feel like the Warriors were going to go on with the job, or did you feel a Canberra comeback coming?
I knew Canberra would come back, but I thought if Warriors can keep up what they were doing the first half and go a long way, but didn't seem to happen.
Well, mate, Canberra got off to a flying start to the second half. A try to Albert Hopewade. I believe it was his first ever try for the Raiders.
Yeah, it was, and he used to play for Manly too, so good to see him get some game time.
Came back from an ACL, and Warriors go to 14-4 in front. We'll continue with that in just a second. I need to go to the live chat once again. We've just received another $5 here from our good friend over there in New Zealand, big Rooster supporter here, Jason Reeder. He says, up the Roosters. Fantastic win. Yes, last night the Roosters destroyed Newcastle. It was a great win for the Roosters, and they are on song for that top 8. They're looking for that top 8 position along with Manly, Dragons, Canberra, and so well done, Jason, on last night's win, mate.
How good.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the $5. I really appreciate it a lot. Yeah, so it's 14-4 Warriors. Raiders start the second half really well. Off to a great start there. Canberra starting to fight back, mate, and then Sebastian Kris goes over and scores. Gee, Sebastian Kris, the bloke's a gun.
He's a gun, and I still get so confused why at the start of the year he was always on the bench or playing reserve grade, because he's a first grader in my opinion, and he seems to be playing consistent every week, I feel like, for Canberra.
Yeah, look, I think Sebastian Kris has been very consistent as well. I think he's been one of the better players this season. Conversion successful from Jamal Fogarty, and we go to 14-10 in favour of the Warriors. And then, literally, 2 sets later, Jack Whiten kicks a 40-20.
Yeah, that was a huge play.
Big moment.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm just going to put Harry in timeout. He's just carrying on like a dickhead at the moment. He keeps talking shit about Brisbane for no reason. Ever since he came in the live chat, he's just been going off his head about Brisbane over and over. We get it. You don't like Brisbane, fair enough, but you don't need to be carrying on like a Derek about it, mate. So Jack Whiten kicks out 40-20, and then a beautiful pass from Fogarty. Corey Harawira goes over and scores. What a try.
Oh, I thought CHM was fantastic today. I really thought that he was a threat on the edge. I can't believe they're starting him on the bench. I just think
he'll start next week.
Has to.
He will start next week. Raiders in front, bro. 16-14 with 15 to go. And I was sitting there and I'm going, the Warriors won't even score another point now.
Yeah, well, that's what it felt like.
Yeah. Raiders 16-14. Momentum was with Canberra. And then Ewan Aiken gave away a penalty. I think it was Raiders got down the other end. Harry Naira got a double. It went over again.
Yeah, fucking hell. I mean, it didn't take long for him to get a double either. So good on Harry.
2 tries in 3 minutes. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's really good.
Great scenes. Canberra go to what are we? Fucking 22-14 or something. And then, hang on, what was it? 24-14, sorry, my bad. And then a late penalty right in front for Canberra because Reece Walsh, short dropout, went out in the full.
Oh, yeah.
Jamal Fogarty takes the 2 points. Why not, eh?
Yeah, I think that just sums up the game, I think, with those 2 points.
Raiders go to 26-14, and that was pretty much the ball game. Now, obviously, the Raiders did well to come back and win the game, but how disappointing is it for the Warriors, leading 14-0 at halftime, well, then get beat 26-14? How disappointing?
Oh, that's awful for the Warriors. I mean, I think from the start they were looking really good and looking confident that they're going to go a long way and possibly win. But to drop a 14 points to nil lead just like that, it's disappointing. And I'm sure Stacey Jones would be fuming with that one.
Oh, he'd be filthy about it. And I'd be filthy as well if I was a coach. I mean, imagine playing away from home, leading 14-0, looking like you're in complete control of the contest. Second half, you get smoked 26-0 in the second half, and you get beat 26-14. It's obviously the Warriors are in the bottom 4. They are struggling. They're not playing great football, but just to drop your guard like that, it's so disappointing.
Yeah, it really is disappointing, especially when Warriors were, looking a bit better as well, like in this game, just couldn't hang on.
I should correct myself. They're not bottom 4. They are 12th, but they are pretty much down in that territory where they could be bottom 4. Yep. They are in trouble. But a really good comeback from Canberra. Obviously, Canberra need to be better and play 80 minutes if they want to make the top 8. But a really big win for Canberra this afternoon and one that they needed. Mate, Who were your top 3 players on ground from the Raiders Warriors contest?
Yeah, so number 3, I'm gonna give it to Jamal Fogarty. I thought Fogarty was
Yep,
actually solid for the Raiders today. I was impressed with his performance. Number 2, I'm gonna give it to Jack Whiten. I think Jack Whiten's running game was pretty strong as well.
definitely.
Give him credit for that one. And my man in the match was Harbour and Naira. I just thought the impact he had was a big change in the
Oh,
game.
yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, look, I'm with you, mate, but a different order. Number 3, Corey Harawira-Naera. I thought he was also fantastic. Thought he had a great game. Scored 2 tries off the bench, and I thought he played great. Number 2 for me, mate, is the Raiders halfback. Now, I'm going to give him a rap. Jamal Fogarty. I've been critical of Fogarty since he came back from injury, and I thought he was outstanding this afternoon, especially in that second half. Jamal Fogarty, kicking game was fantastic. So, number 2 for me is Jamal Fogarty. Number 1, man of the match, Jack Whiten. If Jack Whiten didn't step up in that second half, Canberra wouldn't have won this game, in my opinion. So, Jack Whiten's my man of the match.
Yeah, well said. He was great today, Whiten.
Great win for the Raiders. Now, the next game. What a game this was. Fuck, I enjoyed this game. Panthers 20, Sharks 10. I know it was wet. I know the completion rates weren't the best for both teams, but don't look at stats. Just go back and watch the whole game.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
was a tough, brutal, low-scoring defensive grind of football. This was a great game of football, I should say. In my opinion, top 5, top 8 best games of the year so far. I think this game was an absolute cracker. Mate, Pro Enzo, what'd you make of this game? I thought this game was fantastic.
Yeah, I love the quality of it. I really thought that this was such a back-to-back contest, but it was fun though seeing how it was so close because this is what we expected from this game. I thought Sharks and the Panthers, so I'm so glad that it was 1-12 score, not a 13+.
It deserved 1-12, and I just want to say, before we get into the game of reviewing it and all the tries and that, let me just say this. I believe the Cronulla Sutherland Sharks tonight proved themselves as a premiership contender. Even though they were beaten, they went to Penrith. They pushed Penrith to the last 10 minutes, last 5 minutes, I should say. They were within a try of winning that game. Obviously, Luai scored that try with a couple minutes to go to ice it. Even though the Sharks lost, in my opinion, the Sharks proved tonight that they are a contender and they can win this competition. They are a genuine threat.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think the way they're playing this year tells me that they definitely can go a long way and probably go the whole way too. But yeah, we'll see, I think.
I've got a bold call to make. Penrith, North Queensland, Cronulla, and Brisbane. Those four, I reckon can win the comp. Everyone else, I think, is fucked.
Yeah, that's a fair call. I think I can't disagree with that. At least it's a four-horse race.
I think Melbourne are fucked. We will get to Melbourne very soon.
Yeah.
I think Souths are good, but I don't believe they can win the premiership. Roosters, I don't think they can do anything. Parramatta are fucked.
No.
Manly probably won't go far if they make the 8. Canberra won't go far. St. George probably won't go far either. So I think Penrith, North Queensland, Cronulla, and Brisbane, I think they're the 4 teams that can win the comp.
I think I agree. I think looking at, obviously we'll touch into Melbourne soon, but yeah, I think looking at on form-wise, Broncos, Sharks, Cowboys, and Penrith all can do it.
This was a great game, bro. I really enjoyed this game. I would go back and watch it as well. This was a great game of football. I enjoyed this game a lot. It's in my top 5, top 8 games of the year. I thought it was a cracker. Let's get into the game. What a game it was. Sharks early on, they were very, very good. They spread the ball around. They played really good football early on. They were not intimidated by the Panthers' home ground advantage. They weren't afraid one bit. They showed no fear, which was good to see. Connor Tracy scored the first try of the game. They put a kick up cross field. It bounced back off Ramian, and then the pass went over to Tracy, who did extremely well to score that try. Tracy, what a try to start the game.
Oh, yeah, and for him to come into the Sharks team with Sione Katoa for the season, I think he's a really good replacement, and he's such a solid player too. So good start there by Cronulla.
He's so versatile, bro, because about 3 years ago, Connor Tracy was a halfback or a 5'8". He was a half. Now he can play fullback, wing, center, 5'8", hooker. He can play anywhere.
Oh, he's a very, very good player, and I think he's great. A great jersey 14.
Oh, mate, he's just a reliable player, and I think his credit tonight was deserved. I thought he was fantastic tonight. Sharks 4-0, great start for the Sharks. And then in the 11th minute, bit of controversy around this one, the Matt Moylan try. In my opinion, I saw the ball hit the grass. I thought the ball hit the try line. The on-field call was the on-field call was try. Again, you've got to have conclusive evidence to say that the ball was not grounded.
Exactly.
And with the on-field call being try, you've got to go with the on-field call of try. So the Matt Moylan try, some are outraged by it, but I thought it was the right decision.
Yeah, we've seen plenty of situations like this this year so far before, so I have no problem with it actually.
Look, I think Moylan. Look, if you go back and watch it, everyone will say it's held up, but watching it live and in real time, I believe the ball. I believe the ball hit the grass. I believe it was a try. I thought it was a fair call. Sharks like 10-0, really good start. Penrith were in trouble the first 20 minutes, bro. They were scrappy as, weren't they, in the first 20?
Yeah, it just looked like the Sharks winning the physical battle too, and I think Penrith get frustrated by that. So
They were. They kept overplaying their hand. They kept bloody doing stuff that they wouldn't usually do. And then it took them over half an hour, but Penrith finally got going. Isaac Tago went over and scored for Penrith. A much-needed try there.
It helped Penrith for quite a bit. I thought that after that try, they went on a bit of a run, I thought.
Nathan Cleary converts the conversion. The Sharks 10-6. And then right before half-time there, Fafita with a bit of a flop. And Penrith took the 2 points on half-time, and it was 10-8 in favour of the Sharks.
Well, I thought it was a good half. I really thought it was.
It was a great half.
Yeah, I was impressed by Sharks' defence for most of the time.
I think I told you and Sam Revel, I think I said at half-time, I said, this is a high-quality game. This will go down to the wire. Yeah,
and I agree. I think it was a high-quality game, and I loved every second of it.
I thought it was a classic. I really do. I really believe it was a classic game. So half-time, it was Sharks 10-8 over Penrith. Second half, Penrith needed to be, a lot smarter. They needed to be a lot more disciplined, and they did that. Second half, they started like a house on fire. They went down the left-hand side. Taylor May was away. Passed the ball back on the inside of Dylan Edwards. Edwards went over and scored. And Penrith, just like that, were in front.
Well, I mean, that was definitely the run where Penrith went on those, on those tries and definitely got them back in the game. So that was important.
Penrith 14-10, and mate, it was 14-10 for a long time, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really tight for that half an hour, I think, which was good because I like to see a tight game like that.
It was a grinding game. It was tough. It was physical. There was all sorts of things going on. Stephen Crichton's ear.
Oh,
did you see his ear? It was fucked.
Yeah. Well, I saw some images on Instagram that
it made me sick.
There's a clear photo of his piece of his ear gone. It's disgusting.
Mate, I was sitting there with a glass of Coke and I'm going, ugh. I didn't feel good after it, bro.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Just the blood. Yeah, I'm not going to skin into that.
Oh, yeah. Just go on Facebook or Instagram and you'll see NRL physio. It'll make you sick to your stomach. His ear looked terrible. Probably 25 stitches required.
Yeah.
It looked awful. It did not look good at all. And then with 3 minutes to go, mate, Jerome Luai just went over and scored, and that was the game.
Yeah, that pretty much was game. And look, I thought Luai was average for this most of the match. I thought, but he scored when it mattered, though.
He was. It was pretty quiet all night, Jerome Luai, to be fair.
He was.
Very good try from Luai. Seals the game. Penrith win it in the last 3 minutes. Penrith win 20-10. What a game of football. Classic game. Both teams deserve a pat on the back. Really enjoy that game. I think the Sharks proved that they're contenders, bro. I don't care what anyone says. Obviously, Penrith won. Better team, deserved the win. But the Sharks showed me a lot tonight.
I agree. I think the Sharks, they can keep this sort of form up and, keeping the balance with, bigger teams and that. I think they can definitely go and play in October for sure.
Oh, mate, we've been saying it pretty much all season. It's Penrith's comp to lose. They are the best team in the comp. They've lost one game all year. It's their comp to lose.
It is, but you never know what could happen in September to October.
You never know what can happen. Absolutely. Yeah, what a game of football it was. Honestly enjoyed it. Who would your top three players on ground be? Obviously, it's tough to pick, but Who do you believe were the best 3 players on ground tonight from this game?
Yeah, so number 3, I'm going to go with Connor Tracy. I thought Connor Tracy was solid in the wing. I think he did a good job. And I think he's got that wing position locked in for a while, I'd say. Number 2, I'm going to give it to Nathan Cleary. I thought Cleary was pretty much, a good reason why they won today with his game management, so I'll go with him. And my man of the match is going to be Dylan Edwards, I thought Edwards was really good. He played fantastic.
Yeah, I think I'm with you with Dylan Edwards. But number 3 for me, I'm going to go with William Kennedy. I thought Kennedy had a great game at fullback. I thought he was very solid. Number 3, William Kennedy. Number 2, I'm going to go with Brian Toto. I thought he had a great game tonight, Brian Toto. He was involved a lot tonight. He definitely got involved. I thought he's fucking getting the sets rolling and all that shit. I thought he did a great job tonight, Brian Toto. I thought he was good. And number 1 for me is also Dylan Edwards. I thought Edwards had a great game at fullback.
Yep.
Ran for about 250 metres or some shit I saw earlier. I thought it was great, Edwards, and that try he scored was brilliant as well.
Yeah, he's improving week by week, and I think he's a really good player. I really do.
Edwards, man of the match. Panthers get the win over the Sharks. Bro, Enzo, where would you rank this game, bro, out of all the games that you've seen this year?
Definitely top 5. I think I've got to agree with you on that one. Top 5 for sure. Just the quality of it all and seeing how close it was. Yeah, I think it's definitely one of the best.
That was a cracking game. I really enjoyed it as well. Penrith get the win, 20 points to 10. Great win for Penrith. Sharks were very competitive. Could have won, but they just fell short in the end. A good learning curve for the Sharks.
Yeah, I'd say that's what I'd say as well.
And we get to the final game. Well, South Sydney 24, Melbourne Storm 12. Our good friend CJ Moxley was there tonight. He would be through the roof right now after that.
Yeah, he'd be happy. I know that for sure.
He'd be in a bloody good mood. Melbourne, we'll start with them. They're fucked.
They look awful. I just can't believe that they're playing like this. Like, you can't say if the players are out, like the players that are out, like Smith, Smith, Coates. You can't just blame all those penalties and 6 against giving away on them because this is the worst. This is the worst I've seen from Melbourne in such a long time. I can't believe it.
Mate, I reckon they could miss the 8.
Really?
They could.
Well, I'll tell you what. If they lose the Warriors next week in New Zealand, then I think it's a real possibility. That's a real possibility.
I had a look at this ladder. They could be 8th by next week if this happens. Now, I'm not saying it will happen, but this could happen. If the Rabbitohs beat the Sharks, Eels beat the Panthers, and the Roosters beat the Seagulls, and the Storm lose to the Warriors, Storm will go to 8th.
Jeez, I would not have thought that at the start of the year, but there you go. It all happened.
And Rabbitohs against Sharks, I mean, Rabbitohs could win that, the way they're going. Eels beat Penrith last time. Roosters could beat Manly, and the Warriors in New Zealand against the Storm could happen too. I mean, I'm not saying it will happen. They could be 8th by next weekend. It's a possibility.
Like, if everything goes to plan, I can't see why not. That's very interesting, actually.
They are in fucking trouble. They need to go and get someone from the market ASAP.
They need a better fullback. I think that's what they have to start.
Nick Meaney's all right, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, he's not a consistent full-time fullback. Nah, he's not, yeah.
They've been trying to get Reece Walsh, but the Warriors already told them to go fuck themselves. I don't know who's available, but they need something.
I saw that Jane Campbell's been floated around, but I don't know if he's the answer either.
I mean, that wouldn't be bad, but I don't think they will do it. I mean, I think Melbourne are going to have to go look at each NRL club and be like, righto, who's not getting a run and who can we try and get?
Pretty much.
I don't know what they're going to do, but they are in all sorts. They are playing as bad as I've seen them in years.
Yeah, it's been like the last 4 in a row was back in 2015. That's 7 years ago now.
It's a fucking long time. Oh, it's just so good to see. You know, it's so refreshing. Like, obviously, people are going to say, "Oh, how dare you criticize the Storm? Fuck you," and all this. But it's good to see a team that's been at the top for so long just to fall in a bit of a slump.
It's good change. It's definitely a good change. You know, I think seeing different sides like this year, for example, your Cowboys, Broncos, Sharks, all going up above Storm. It's good to see, I think.
Aye, it is good to see. Now, I've got a bold call to make, a really bold call.
What is it?
If the Storm hang on to the top 8, they will be eliminated first round of the finals.
First week.
They're gone. They're gone.
Yeah, that would be really interesting. That would be huge.
If they hold on to the 8, I reckon they're gone first round.
Well, I mean, it's a real possibility if they keep this up.
I never thought I'd say this, but I think Craig Bellamy now is panicking. He doesn't know what to do. He looks lost.
Yeah, I mean, there's no point in being angry and fuming all the time if his side's not winning. So he's got to do something better.
I heard some of the Fox commentators talk about it the other day when I was watching one of the shows there, and they were saying, should they put Munster at fullback and bring in Cooper Johns in the halves? But I'm going, that's not going to help him.
No, Munster's he's always been a good fight, though. I wouldn't change that.
No, they just need to go out and get a fullback who can ball play, I think.
Yeah, that's a logical choice.
Yeah, no doubt about it. But I've got to say as well, credit to South Sydney. Well-deserved win. On the back of just more hard work. Latrell Mitchell again, outstanding performance from him. He was a little bit quiet, but he had 2 try assists as well. He gets involved in the big moments. Latrell Mitchell's not a player. It's all about stats. He's just, when Latrell Mitchell wants the ball, you give him the ball and something's going to happen.
Yeah, he's one of those players that have many things happen around him, and that's just the quality of the player he is, really. So, yeah, he was good again tonight.
Mate, unbelievable. I'm just going to have to go to the live chat here, and I'm going to have to put someone in timeout.
Yes, I'm looking at it right now.
Harry is just, I don't know what's wrong with him. He's just seems to be really upset tonight. I don't know what the go is there.
Yeah, I'm reading it all right now. I just don't know what's happening.
I'm trying to put him in timeout, but it's not letting me. I'm going to have to block you, Harry. Sorry, mate. I'll unblock you later, but you're going to have to pull your head in.
Yeah, there's no need, guys. No need.
There's no need to argue. Just because you hate one team doesn't mean you need to carry on like a dickhead. I know Melbourne have got injuries, but like you said, they are not the sort of club where they will blame that. They get on with shit. They get on with it. But tonight, it just wasn't good enough.
No, it's not good enough, especially if they want to make the 8. You can't be playing like that. I really think that top 4 spots are jeopardy now with other teams.
There's no chance. They're no over top 4.
Yeah, they're going to be like 5th or 6th, even 8th.
There's no way in the world that they'll make top 4 now. They are nowhere, in my opinion.
I agree.
No way they'll make top 4 now. They are fucked. Now, Souths. There's been a lot of comparisons about Latrell Mitchell in the same form as Tommy Turbo last year. I think that comparison's unfair because Latrell missed pretty much the half of the year due to injury and shit. But do you see any similarities with Latrell Mitchell with Tommy Turbo from last year?
Well, I mean, like you can see Latrell's obviously having a big influence on Souths like Tom did with Manly last year, but
that's about it.
It's different. I think it's very different. I wouldn't go that far with the exact comparison. And plus, they're different players too.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Right, well, let's get into the game, mate. And Souths got off to a great start, mate. Nelson Solomon gave away a high tackle straight away. And then literally in the first minute and a half, Keon Kalamatangi went over and scored the first try. I love this bloke. He is a gun.
Yeah, I've always been a fan of Kalamatangi. He did really well to get there, so good start by Souths.
Love Keon Kalamatangi, just a great player in general. South Sydney 6-0. And by the way, I did have a few bucks on him first try scorer as well, so another multi for the Nick Bet account. You love to see it. South 6-0. Great start. And then it was back and forth there for a while. 6-0 for a long time. And then who else? Alex Johnson scores for Souths. Of course he does.
Oh, he loves scoring a try at a core stadium. It just doesn't feel right if he doesn't.
Of course he scores a try. Alex Johnson, for God's sakes. Every Souths game he scores. Fuck me. Apparently, he scored 13 tries in his last 6 games. That's crazy.
Fucking hell, yeah. I mean, if anyone's gonna back him for a try at a core stadium, he must do it every week.
Yep. Souths went up to 10-0, and in the chat there, electrical dust. Nick loves back in second rows, mate. Every week, every game I'm back in second rows. They're the best. They just the value is incredible. Incredible.
Oh, yeah.
South
Smart.
Sydney 10-0. Great start for Souths. And then before half time, off the scrum there, Marion Seve made a break and went over and scored. Fuck, they needed that.
Oh, they needed that, but just I'm disappointed with the defense of Cody Walker and Isaiah Tasley into that try. Like,
Yeah,
that was such soft. That was soft defense.
Yeah, that was pretty lazy defense there. We get to half time, mate. Rabbitohs 10-6. And in my honest opinion, South Sydney should have been up by more at half time.
Yeah, they should have, because they were dominating the game, and Melbourne were nowhere near the level of what South were playing at. So, yeah, they were lucky to only be down by that much.
Yeah, I honestly thought South should have been up by about 16, 18 points at half time, but they were only up by 4, which definitely flattered Melbourne. It really did.
Yeah.
Second half, once again, who else in the corner for a double? Alex Johnson gets a double. South Sydney go to a 14-6 lead. Johnson in the corner. The pass from Latrell put a grabber kick in. Ricochet off the Storm. Latrell picks it up, runs, freakish offload, and Johnson in the corner. What a freak.
That was nice. That was actually a nice try. I mean, it was lucky of the ricochet, but the pass from Latrell to Johnson was incredible, the flick.
Absolutely, bro. Rabbitohs 14-6 conversion was missed by Latrell. And then literally 2 minutes later, next set, Lachlan Ilias went over and scored 2 tries in 2 weeks. Ilias is getting better, isn't he?
Yeah, I think for that Dragons game, he's really improved, I think, Like, I think he's definitely finding his best again.
Yeah, I think he's learning, and I think he's getting better as well. Rabbitohs 20-6. Great start for South. They're on a roll here. And then 55th minute, Jackson Paulo goes over in the corner. South 24-6. Melbourne are in damage control.
Yeah, well, I think that was a try where I thought that might be enough for South Sydney, I think.
Unbelievable. 24-6 in favour of South. And then Melbourne needed something to go right, and they finally got one try there in the 62nd minute for Dean Aramaira on the left wing there. Finally, Melbourne just finally some points.
Oh, yeah, it took them long enough, really. I mean, they had that many opportunities, but they kept knocking the ball on, so they had to score there.
They made about 100 errors tonight, Melbourne. It was 24-12 in favour of Souths. Melbourne had a few chances to score. They had a few opportunities. Could not catch a ball for their life. And Cody Nicarima got sim in with about a minute to go, or 10 seconds to go. Didn't fucking matter. Souths, 24-12, and they held on and they won the game.
Yeah, no, good win, and you got to give them credit for that. I think South play a lot better than Melbourne, and I think they've locked the spot in the 8 now.
Yeah, I need to go to the live chat. My brother just donated a 99 cents super chat with no message.
No, okay. How good.
Thank you, Josh. I have no doubt that everyone in my house, or everyone in the house that I'm living in, is watching me in the lounge room right now. I have no doubt about it, because it happened last night.
Oh, well, how good. Go to accept any donations, I suppose.
Why not? Lorenzo, you might as well say hello to everyone who's watching in the house, because it'd be on in the lounge room for sure.
Oh, hello, the Fords.
Hello, the Fords. All right. Melbourne are fucked. Souths win. Easy win for South Sydney. Who would your top 3 players on ground be from the game?
Yep, so number 3, I'll give it to Alex Johnson. I thought Johnson was really good today on the wing. He did a solid job. Number 2, I'm going to go with Isaiah Tass. I think Tass is improving as a player and did really well. And my man of the match is Latrell. I think Latrell's just improving every week. And he's having a big effect on the South Sydney team, so I think he deserves credit. Yeah, look, I'm going number 3, Alex Johnson. Great performance from him tonight, scoring 2 tries and saving me multis. I did have money on him for a double tonight, which I won about $50 off. So that was great to see. Number 2, Latrell Mitchell. He was fantastic tonight. And number 1, I'm going to go with Keon Kalamatangi. Oh, he was fantastic. Should give him a point, maybe.
Scored the first try. Ran for over 175 meters or something. Forney was brilliant tonight.
Yeah, no, definitely. Great performance by Keon.
Great performance from Big Keon Kolamatangi. Pro Enzo Vids, that's going to conclude the Saturday football review for round 19 of the 2022 NRL season. Bro, thanks for coming on.
No, thank you, Nick. It was good to come back on the channel again and do another review. I enjoyed it, so thank you.
No worries, mate. Well, thank you very much for coming on, and thank you to everyone that tuned in and donated tonight. I really appreciate it. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Share the video around to your friends, your cousins, your sister, your uncle, your nan, your pop. Share it to whoever. Let everyone know where the best post-game show live reviews are. The Nick from the Show YouTube channel. And if you haven't subscribed to Pro Enzo Vids, make sure you do. The link to his channel is in the description below. Anyway, we're getting out of here. Have a fantastic night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night at 6 p.m. for the Sunday football review between the Bulldogs and the Titans and the Cowboys and the Tigers. Until then, have a good night, and we'll see you all